It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s. Not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Some space here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 38 yards on the scamper there.
And that's definitely the way to get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big gain.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Six yards left on 2nd down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They run with Sanders off the option. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on the opening drive of this NFC title game. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Sets up to throw it. But that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Hurts. He'll get this to Ward. That catch good for only a couple. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Play action. Now it's Lance. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 75 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 22 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. It was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Flushed out right.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now a second down and 6. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Throwing is Hurts. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake. Yeah,
he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
It was Brandon Graham that came in there and got him. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. Faking to give to Mostert. Now Lance eluding the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory. But that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done. But I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
They go play action with Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Here's Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coach...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg Ward, 88 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is. But he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there. And that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And got his man complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And Mostert with a first down carry. Nice carry. Gets his way forward for a pickup of about 6 yards.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Running the counter with Mostert. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll buy some time right. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
From the gun, it's Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
Two minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And Lance now to throw.
This one caught by Kittle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Raheem Mostert
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
2nd down, here's Mostert again.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Rolling to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Hallis Trophy trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Second down, here's Mostert again. Shedding the tackle, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
116 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On second down, Mostert.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Forced out to his left.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Hurts to throw. Dancing to his left. Hurts fumbles it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
2nd down at 4. Lance, a give now to Sermon.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Here comes Rager.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance got a man. That's Ayuk.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
On play action, Lance.
His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now a play fake. Lance.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Eric Armstead forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. After the sack on first down, Hurts. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as good running gets him to about the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 25 on second down, Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quad Williams. And the return will stop right around the 25. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 61 yards. And the Niners are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Ward. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Steps away. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Throw right side. Caught by Goddard, the tight end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Greg Ward, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.